What if everything you've been taught about success is backwards? Imagine reaching the top, earning the recognition you always wanted, only to realize your life is no longer your own. Expectations shape every decision. Every action is performed for an audience. Every moment is spent protecting an image. According to Epictetus, the greatest prison is not failure, obscurity, or rejection. It is the endless need for approval, and escaping it may require learning the power of becoming invisible. I am James, and this is Shadow Philosophy. Today we examine a paradox that has haunted thinkers for centuries. We turn to Epictetus, a man who transformed captivity into the ultimate expression of inner strength. By choosing to stay low, he defied the shallow demands of the world. We will uncover how his ancient wisdom applies to your modern struggle against status obsession. It is time to look at why hiding in plain sight might be your greatest strength. The price of being seen. We live in a world where visibility is treated as the highest form of currency. Social media algorithms reward the loud and the performative, while silence is often mistaken for weakness. You are encouraged to build a brand, curate an image, and prove your worth through public recognition. Yet beneath this pursuit lies a hidden cost. The more attention you seek, the more dependent you become on the opinions of others. What begins as a desire to be noticed gradually becomes a need to be validated, and your peace becomes tied to forces you cannot control. This concern lies at the heart of Epictetus's teachings. He believed that freedom becomes impossible when your happiness depends on external approval. Praise, reputation, popularity, and status all belong to other people, not to you. The crowd may celebrate you today and ignore you tomorrow, but neither judgment changes your character. By staying low, you refuse to build your identity on unstable foundations, and instead focus on the only things that truly belong to you: your actions, your choices, and your principles. The illusion of relevance. Modern life constantly pressures you to remain visible, relevant, and admired. Every day, you are exposed to carefully edited versions of other people's lives, causing you to compare your private struggles with their public victories. This comparison creates the illusion that significance belongs only to those who receive attention. As a result, many people spend their lives chasing recognition while quietly losing themselves in the process. Epictetus warned against placing value in things that depend on the opinions of others. Recognition may attract attention, but attention is not fulfillment. Fame may create status, but status is not character. The more desperately you seek validation, the more power you hand over to strangers. True confidence emerges when you stop asking the world to confirm your worth and begin defining yourself through your conduct, your values, and the standards you choose to uphold. The fortress within. History repeatedly shows that the strongest individuals were often the least concerned with being seen. They invested their energy in mastery rather than appearance, and focused on developing themselves rather than impressing others. While many people sought influence through visibility, they cultivated strength through discipline. Their confidence came not from applause, but from knowing they had built something solid within themselves. At the center of Epictetus's philosophy is the belief that every person possesses an inner domain beyond the reach of public opinion. Wealth can disappear, reputation can be damaged, and influence can fade, but your ability to govern your own thoughts remains yours. The person who builds this internal fortress becomes difficult to manipulate because their sense of worth no longer depends on praise or criticism. They remain steady because they are anchored in principles rather than popularity. The discipline of detachment. Many people mistake detachment for indifference, but the Stoics understood it differently. Detachment does not mean withdrawing from life or refusing to care. It means participating fully without becoming emotionally dependent on outcomes. You continue to work, strive, create, and contribute, but your peace is no longer determined by whether your efforts receive recognition. You remain committed to the process while freeing yourself from the need for external rewards. This lesson was central to Epictetus's teachings. He believed that much of human suffering comes from attaching ourselves to results that are never fully ours to control. The outcome belongs to circumstance, but the effort belongs to you. Once you understand this distinction, you stop chasing approval and begin pursuing excellence for its own sake. You become engaged with life without becoming enslaved by it, and that balance creates a lasting sense of freedom. The quiet authority of freedom. There is irony that appears throughout history. Those who aggressively seek influence often struggle to find it, while those least concerned with recognition often possess the strongest presence. People are naturally drawn to individuals who are calm, centered, and secure in themselves. They trust those who do not appear desperate for validation, and respect those who remain steady, regardless of praise or criticism. This creates a quiet authority that cannot be manufactured through performance alone. Epictetus understood that freedom begins when unnecessary desires lose their hold over us. The desire for admiration, status, and constant recognition can become a form of self-imposed captivity. The more you need these things, the easier it becomes for others to control your emotions and decisions. By staying low, strengthening your character, and focusing on what is within your control, you discover something far greater than visibility. You discover the freedom to belong entirely to yourself. The spotlight was never your home. It was merely a theatre constructed to keep you distracted from your own potential. Epictetus taught us that the world has no power over the mind that refuses to be conquered. By staying low, you reclaim the only territory that truly belongs to you. You are no longer a product or a performer. You are finally your own master. I am James, and this is Shadow Philosophy. Stay unseen until your strength is absolute. If this video opened your eyes, hit the like button, subscribe to Shadow Philosophy, and turn on notifications now. We are just getting started. Join us as we continue uncovering the hidden dynamics of power, psychology, and human nature. Until next time, stay vigilant, think independently, and never accept appearances at face value.